Hey, this is Gabby. I'm here to show you a resistant band workout, and this workout is for beginners. So if you've never tried it before, this one's going to be perfect for you. I am using a body elastic system, and it's not the only system out there that has resistant bands. You can Google resistant bands and you can find them just about anywhere. Walmart and Target even sells these systems. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to start out with a quad exercise to show you. And this is called a water ski squat. You'll see why it's called that in a second. I'm going to use a door stop up at the top of my door, and I'm going to come down in a water ski squat, and this is what it looks like. That's going to work your quad muscles. So now we want to move on to an exercise that's going to work the back of our leg, which is our hamstrings. So I'm going to get down on the ground here, and I'm going to show you a hamstring curl. And as you can see, I have a really small space here. You really don't have to have a huge open space for something like this. You just make it work. These are my ankle straps. I'm going to strap on here so I can show you the hamstring curl. The nice thing about body elastics, though, is you do get the ankle straps and the handles and the door stops and all the different resistance bands. So you really don't ever have to buy anything else after you buy the initial one. Let me move this out of the way so I don't get tangled up. Got a couple things set up there. Okay, so this is going to be a hamstring curl. And as you can see, I'm trying to get some resistance here, so I'm moving out. This is called a hamstring curl. And I am using a very light resistance, for me anyway. For the purpose of the video, I didn't want to be grunting and moaning and not being able to talk to you. So I did make it easier on myself, and I used low resistances. The one thing about when you're doing resistance bands or any kind of weight training is that you want your reps to be difficult. In fact, when you get to your last rep, you want it's like your last rep that you can physically complete. And part of weight training is damaging your muscle, and that's actually a good thing because it's in your rest period that your muscles repair themselves, and when they repair themselves, they're actually growing bigger and stronger. What I'm doing right now is moving my door stop because I'm about to show you a chest fly, and I don't want my door stop on the bottom. So let me set this up real quick. This is going to work your pectorals, your chest. And again, this is a light resistance for me. I would be using something much more resistant. This is a one-arm chest fly. Being as it's a one-arm chest fly, I'm going to have to, once I hit my reps, turn around and do it on the other side. And again, when I get to that last rep, it's going to be really hard. Okay, moving right along. Our next exercise is called a back row. This is obviously going to work your back. So I'm going to grab the resistant bands, and I'm going to pull back in a back row, straight back. Another important thing is, a lot of people don't understand that you have to work opposite muscles. The opposite muscle of your pectorals is your upper back. Opposite muscles of your abs is your lower back. You need to have them equally strong. So it's important to hit all your muscle groups. We're going to move on to lateral raise, and I'm going to need another handle here. Lateral raise is going to work your shoulder. And this is what that looks like. A lot of people call these side raises. Same thing, lateral raise, side raise. It's going to work your shoulder area. The next exercise is called a one-arm preacher curl. And to get a little bit more resistance, I'm going to wrap this around my foot and show you. I'm going to use my opposite hand as a stabilizer. So my elbow is going to be resting on my hand. And this exercise works your biceps. So that's what this looks like. I'll give you a side view. And again, I'm doing this with my right arm, so after I hit my reps, I'm going to need to do it with my left arm. And you're going to want to complete 12 to 15 reps in every single one of these exercises. We're going to move on to triceps. So that's this muscle back in the back of your arm. It's where you get all the wiggly and jiggly. And tricep kickback. You're going to want to be like in a skiing position. And you're going to want your elbows at your side and you're going to keep them there. It's very important that you keep them there. And you're going to bring the band back. It doesn't look like much, but you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it a lot back there. Okay, our next exercise is called the kneeling ab crunch. That's exactly what it is. It's a kneeling crunch. You're going to kind of curl up in a ball. And this is going to work your ab muscles. But it does not work your obliques too much, which moves us on to our next exercise, which is called a standing ab twist. A lot of people think crunches do the whole shebang, and it doesn't. Crunches will hit this part, but you need your obliques worked. And that's what a standing abs twist is going to do for you. That's what this looks like. And you're going to have to turn around and do the other side when you hit your reps. And you're engaging your abs and you're twisting. You're not using your legs to get you over there. No, you're using your abs to get you there. And you'll feel it along the sides. Our last exercise, I'm going to have to put this on the bottom here, is your calf raises. They're pretty simple. You're going to want to hold the resistance bands behind you, and you're just going to come up as high as you can, up onto the balls of your feet. Work those calf muscles. And that there is your beginner workout. That's going to hit, that's 10 exercises, and if you perform all 10 exercises, that's going to be one set. You're going to want to start with the one set, work your way up to 2 sets, and then eventually up to 3 sets. And 3 times a week you're going to want to do that. Leave a day in between for rest. So maybe a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule would work good for you. And I have a lot of information and a lot more workouts, and as well as my personal story on my blog. I've lost 120 pounds in the last 2 years and figured a lot of stuff out. So if you can learn from me, that would be a great thing. And you can find my blog at halfofgabby.blogspot.com, and the name of the blog is called My Better Half. So check it out. You're going to learn a lot, and get started with the weight training. You're going to get fit and healthy before you know it.